Just to give you an idea what the band's been doing this year, we've already played 2 concerts at bases in Hawaii. We were at 29 Palms in March. May we're at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We're at Fort Hood, Texas. We're at Fort Riley and Fort Leavenworth in Kansas. And then in June we head to Korea and Okinawa for a tour there. So part of the mission of the band is, or a big percentage of what we do is, supporting organizations like Operation Support Our Troops, or going out and playing on military bases. When I'm on CSI New York during the television season, I can't go overseas during the season, but I can get on a plane on a Saturday morning and fly somewhere and play that night. And so we'll try to do bases all around the states during the television season, make sure we can do that. And then the last, 5 or 6 years, we've done a summer tour. We've done 2 summer tours on bases in the States, where we'll get on a bus and we'll go around and do kind of a little bus tour and play 5 or 6 bases in the States. And then we've done 4 overseas tours, where first tour overseas was Korea, Singapore, and down to Diego Garcia, down in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And then we've been to Germany, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, and the UK. We've done 3 tours there last year. This year we go back to Korea, which we started in '04, was our first tour overseas. This year we'll play Korea, and then go to Okinawa, and we'll be playing the big bass on Okinawa on July 4th, and that's when we finish our tour on July 4th. And then come back, and we have a few more bases throughout the year to play, and for some other organizations that I support. One is called the Coalition to Support America's Heroes. That's an organization that's very dedicated to helping our wounded. I support something called Snowball Express, which is an organization that brings the children of family members who have lost a parent in the war. Those children get to come for a weekend at Disneyland. This year we're going to be doing something in Dallas where they'll bring the children in. Last year we had 1,500 kids come in for that. And and Operation Support Our Troops Illinois is a big part of our year. It's one of the organizations that I've been supporting now for, this is our 4th year?
4th year.
4th year.
Yeah.
Kind of when the band started up, Operation Support Our Troops was starting up, and all these various grassroots organizations were starting to pop up around the time that we were sending troops over to Iraq. And that's kind of when my band started popping up too. So I'm a little grassroots organization myself. Thank you. My buddy Kimo Williams is one that I started playing with back in '97. The question was, who are the other members of my band? Kimo and I met when I was doing a play. I started a theater company in Chicago called Steppenwolf. I was doing a play at Steppenwolf, and thank you. I was doing a play. A buddy of mine who is one of the co-founders of the theater company with me, he hired Kimo to write the music for the play, and that's when Kimo and I met back in '97. We started goofing off, playing guitars together, and just having some fun. And then when I started doing USO tours in 2003, I started going overseas, and I would go over and shake hands and take pictures and sign autographs and that kind of thing. I eventually said to the USO that I had some musicians I played with, and why don't you set up a tour? I'll take them with. And so the USO said, okay. So I called Kimo, and we got the guys together. We started rehearsing a little bit more, and that was And we went on our first tour to Korea in 2004, in February of 2004. And then after that, we just got more serious, and the band got better and bigger, and we rehearsed a lot more. And now we play about 30 to 40 concerts a year. We have, most of the members are based here in Chicago. My two drummers are from Orlando. Very, very well-known drummer named Danny Gottlieb, who's played with everybody. And Danny and his wife Beth are the drummers. They live in Orlando. My lead singer Jeff Zane now lives out in California. And then the rest of the folks live here. We have 12 members of the band, including me, and 3 support people. So it's a big operation. But we're getting a lot done. I think we're doing some good and having some fun at the same time. I just want to support the troops and help them out, and it's important that, you know, I haven't changed anything. It doesn't, you know, we're at war, so the troops are going over there, and they're serving, and as I said, you know, I want to say, when I got involved with the USO and started volunteering and all of that, it was kind of post September 11th. And I had been involved with veterans for many years before that, in Vietnam veterans groups out of the Chicago area, the disabled American veterans. I got involved with them right after I did Forrest Gump. I played a disabled veteran, and they approached me, and I didn't know about their organization. I stayed involved with that organization for many years. We're trying to build a memorial, in fact, in Washington, D.C. We're raising money for that. The American Veterans Disabled for Life Memorial Foundation. We're going to build a memorial to honor all our disabled veterans. And that's in the works. We're almost there, fundraising-wise. So I've been involved with veterans for many, many years, but after September 11th, when we started deploying to Afghanistan and Iraq, I wanted to, what can I do, you know, to pitch in? I felt very vulnerable, like everybody else, frightened that our country could be hit like that with 19 guys with box cutters. If they could do that with box cutters, what are they going to do with more serious weapons? And clearly, our defenders here are on the front lines in between us and some dangerous times ahead. So what can I do as a celebrity? You know, I can do the USO thing. I can go out, I can support grassroots organizations that are helping to keep our defenders strong, because I think it's very, very important. It's important to me that this all-volunteer army and service that we have stay strong. And that, I think it's important that it's an all-volunteer service. I think it's good that we have people in the service that want to be there. They've signed up voluntarily. We're not forcing them to do that. So that if we're going to do that, we're going to have this all-volunteer service. Let's keep our volunteers strong. And it's